Hey, what's going on, you guys? In this podcast, this is going to be a very special podcast. I feel like this is a podcast that almost everybody needs to listen to. This is going to be a money podcast. I'm going to put y'all on a lot of ways of how I know how to make money. Now, we're going to go all over the place in this podcast, so I'm going to need you guys to pay attention and grab a notebook or notes if you want to, and let's get it started. Now, the first thing you want to do, if you don't have any money or if you don't, is to get a 9 to 5. Get a nice 9 to 5 job. If you're at the least the age of 16. For the younger teens, I don't know what to say about you guys, but keep listening to this podcast. You might find an option in this podcast that will work for you. So get like a 9 to 5. Like it could be a McDonald's job, it could be a warehouse job, or at Walgreens at retail. It can be at a cashier, like at McDonald's, like I said before, or what else I can think of, a janitor job. For my guys that are like 18 and older, get like a OSHA card, OSHA. It is Occupational Safety, Health and Administration. It's basically like a license card where you can take a 10-hour or 30-hour course. It costs a little bit of money, so you're gonna need a little bit of money to get this, but it's really worth it because once you have it, you can dead ass make like $20 an hour, and it's much more of an advanced job. You can do construction, you can do much more advanced janitorial work. Just good advanced labor jobs like that, and it's kind of fun. You can make like $19-20 an hour. And once you stack up, you can make like $100, $200 a day. Let's say you work an 8-hour shift. That's a good $200 a day right there without tax. So let's say you do that 5 days a week. That's like a good $1,000 almost. So that's the option I will tell you guys, is to like get a 9 to 5, or get like a nice OSHA card, or what else? Go to trade school for a year or 6 months to a year and get like a skill, like a construction skill or maintenance skill or anything like that. Now, if you're in college, I would recommend working part-time because you need time to study. You don't want to work full-time and then be a full-time student. I don't know how that's physically possible, because then you're going to be OD stressed out. You're not going to have any time to like rest up, relax, or be on your hobbies and all that stuff, because then your life is always going to be very, very busy every 5 minutes of the day. If you feel like you can do that, you go ahead and do it, but in my recommendation, don't do it. I would say just slow down, take both part-time, so that way you can spend more time on each and every one. So now next we're going to talk about online. Now we're going to go a lot of depths and details in this podcast. This is probably the best podcast I've probably ever done. Now, the first thing I can think of is online. The way how I make money is I would do surveys. Survey Junkie is the best one because they actually give you real points and money. Even if you don't qualify for that survey, they'll give you like a little bit of points, so that way it doesn't feel like your time was wasted. Now, I don't recommend doing this like at home on a computer on the weekend. Do it for hours and hours, unless you're paying rent and you're trying to get some groceries. Your brain is gonna feel very burnt out. But honestly, the only time I use survey apps is when I'm on a train, or if I'm waiting for the bus, or if I'm waiting for the train, or if I'm online. If I'm standing online actually for like a ticket or for like some food or some shit. That's when I'm like, all right, I'll just take like a survey or two if it's gonna be a very long wait. So surveyjunkie.com, you can download it on your phone. It's called Survey Junkie. You get a $5 500 points of actually no, you get like, after they make you take like a personal survey, and by the time you're done with it, then boom, you get like a good like 500 points, which is $5. It's a minimum that you can take out, unless you want to be a saver and save your money and keep doing surveys over and over and over again. That's a good way to start. Now you can, next topic, you can sell your extra clothes that you have in your room, or your extra stuff, like anything that's valuable. You can go on these two sites. I would highly recommend doing on is eBay and Poshmark. Poshmark is very beginner friendly, so I would recommend Poshmark at first. But for my guys that are very advanced, go on eBay, just sell all the extra clothes you have. You could do bids. I would recommend start selling things very low, and so that way people will bundle it all up in a cart. That way you can, set up a good negotiation deal. Like, hey, do you want all this stuff for $20, $15 plus free shipping? Is then that's how you can make, a good profit that way. So Poshmark, try that. If you see that you already get the good idea of it, try eBay as well. Try both of those websites. Now, you can start a YouTube channel, that's another thing you can make money online. Start a YouTube channel. You don't have to get monetized just to make money. You can make money off of YouTube in lots of ways, like I'm trying to do. I'm trying to post it a lot more, so that way, once my audience grows, I will be able to start my business. I will be able to start selling merch and stuff like that, because I don't want to sell merch when my audience is very small, you know what I mean? But this year I'm gonna start buying a t-shirt presser and buy a vending machine, you know what I mean? Because I'm turning 21 this year, so I'm like, you know what? Why not? That's why I'm telling myself, why not? That's all I'm saying to myself whenever I'm feeling a little in doubt or nervous. But yeah, let's get back on the topic. So that's all the ways how I make money online. Now, for my guys that have cars, or if you don't have a car, if you have a bike or a scooter, skateboard, anything of transport, or you can even walk, download Poshmark. I mean, not Poshmark. Download Postmates, Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub. This is only if you're 18 or over, if you're underage, then I don't know what to tell you. But for my guys that have cars, download Roadie as well. There's this very Roadie is basically a delivery app where people just make you go to the store and buy shit for them. It's like Instacart, but download all those apps. Download all the delivery apps. See which one works for you. See which ones makes the most money off of. Or I would say download all of them. Just that way, because back when I used to do Uber, I would turn on both Uber and DoorDash in case if it's slow. All right, I have two apps I'm working with, and I'm making money both of those apps. So it's very, very fun. I would highly recommend it. Especially if you have a car, I would definitely recommend it. So download all of the delivery apps. I would say go on the App Store and download and type in delivery app for drivers, and it'll show you all of them. I would download all of them, see which one is in your area, see which one is there, see which one works. If Grubhub don't work, then try DoorDash. If DoorDash don't work, try Uber. If Uber don't work, try Postmates. If Postmates don't work, then try Roadie. Which one works for you, it works. So those are the apps that I use if I need immediate money, So, if you're 18 and above, but it's just those are the apps that I mostly use if I need immediate money right away. Let's say I just ran out of weed and I'm like, shit, I need money for an eighth for today at the very least, and then I would go out there, spend at least 2 hours at best, just doing deliveries, and then, and be finished with it, and then just come home and grab some bud. That's just how I look at it. But if you want to make extra money on the side, definitely download all the delivery apps, all of them. Even if you don't have time to use them, at least once you lose your job, then you have those delivery apps to make a little bit of money on the side, But I know a person that made $200 a day just doing delivery apps. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all the main ways how I know how to make money. You can go on Craigslist, find random gig tasks, go on gigs and find all jobs and see which person in your area is hiring for something, because you might have valuable skills. People will hire people to cut their grass for them or clean their house. I need a person to clean my house. I'll pay you $50 to do it. I've never done it too much before, but I don't really have a lot of experience of it before. But the fastest way how you can find a job, honestly, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. The fastest way you can find a job, in my opinion, is go on Indeed.com or Craigslist. Those are most of my jobs are from. It's from Craigslist or Indeed. So yeah, that's pretty much the money podcast. That's all the ways how I know how to make money, immediate money, besides getting a job. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Oh yeah, before I end this podcast, do not work without a plan, Do not work without a plan, because if you're just going to work your 9 to 5 without a plan, you're not gonna you're not gonna have a good time. If you have a plan, like, all right, save up this money for this and this and that, you're gonna be much more excited and happy. So I would recommend, have a plan, go to work, and keep working hard until you get what you want. So talk to you guys later. Peace out.